Yo, it's the Linebacker Assassin. What's up? What's happening? And hope you guys have enjoyed your mini vacay. After having our streak ended, we are now back out on the water. We took a little break. That break allowed me to catch up on a lot of things. So that was good. Cuba krill. What the heck was that? What up, yak? Yo, what up, Tipton? Oh, we will get into that momentarily. We will get into that, my dude. Yo, what up, Steve? Not knowing what it was, and they'll continue watching it por siempre, just because. Silver is not frozen. Ray is in the building. Well, Ray, welcome to the broadcast. Welcome to the broadcast, Ray. We are about to hit the gas. We're not going far, guys. This is our first day out. We're just gonna go to normal locations that we're used to. Silver hasn't been ran for a little bit, so you know, we just gotta make sure that the old girl can cruise. We gotta just feel what a bite feels like. It's been so many days since we felt a bite. Many a day. So many days that it cost us a streak. But it is what it is. We ain't worried about it. We take the silver linings, bros. It was a blessing in disguise. I was able to work on a vehicle at the house, get it running again, fix up some odds and ends, do some adulting, just basically handling business. Ray, we are definitely getting started. Make it quite simple, guys, because we have to get off the water so we can go watch some football. Now we know that the Cowboys are out of the playoffs. Well, that sucks. But we know they're out of the playoffs now, thanks to an Eagles win last night. I don't even know who I think I am, guys. I must have been on land for too long because I don't have any covers. I am only out here in my hooded sweater and my ears are cold. It's like I don't even know what's going on. The camera's turning. What is this? Some kind of second-rate fishing show? Tim, what's happening? Old school. ¿Qué hubo? ¿Qué pasa? All right, we're already starting off with YouTube shenanigans. I now have to get out of my own chat to get into my chat. All right. Keeping it real. Give up, Moon. What's happening? All right. Tipton saying he only caught one yesterday. Well, that just sounds like this is going to be a great day, bro. Again, guys, we are not going far. Way, bald eagle up in the sky. We got to act like we're not looking at them, bros, because when you stare at them, they get a little, son of a fish. The bald eagle flew away. We got too close. We need a lens, moderator. I could have had a beautiful picture of an eagle. Cuba GM, what's happening? Colin, what up? We are now back to our regular antics. My ears are cold. This life, we have nothing. Let's see how we do this, guys. I gotta remember. It used to be muscle memory. Give up faith. Nothing changes, GM. As soon as I got here, the Eagle powers have returned. Eagle powers, come to me. Life is good. We are back. Whose idea was it to come out here, bros? Because my ears are cold. I have to put my hood up. Good thing I brought this hooded sweater. What is this? A Nico? Well, heck, I'll just cast with this Nico that's on here for no reason. But it is also a little bit abrased. Whatever, we'll just throw this Nico. I could have also had something. I don't know what that is. $1,500. Colin, what third day of zeroing are you talking about, bro? It's our first day back. This is our first day back from vacation, dog. And would I call it a vacation? Nah, bro. So all I was doing was work. I felt like I was Creole, just working all the time. So vacation, maybe, but also not. So, guys, while we're at it, we might as well start discussing that Alabama game. Yes, I was incorrect that Alabama was going to lose, though it was looking like I was spot on at the beginning. But then that's when Vegas called and Vegas said, yo, I need that tide to roll. And then all of a sudden, the MVP of the game came in, the Oklahoma punter. Yes. All he had to do was kick the ball. That is the epitome of you had one job. So the guy had one job, and it was the worst, I would call it, botched kick I've ever seen. How do you have the ball and sort of just drop it? You had it in your hands, and magically you remove your hands and then drop the ball completely, and Alabama lands on the ball. Something was up, bro. The fix was in. I'm not a guy who usually since this is a fishing show, let's call it something very fishy, because my dudes, how? When you watch the replay, you're like, dude, why did this guy not, he just had it and then didn't have it? Nah, that makes no sense. So it was looking a little bit fishy right there, but it is what it is. Yak. I believe Yak is an Oklahoma fan. Well, for that one day, Yak, I too was an Oklahoma fan. And that, both of us are hurting. Both of us are hurting right now because of that game. But yes. Dax. I don't know who this Dax is, bro. Speak English to me, Creel. I've lost connection with you. I've been off the water for many a day, so I can't read your mind. Please, speak in full words. So yes, guys, I do believe that it was rather odd that all of a sudden. Now, if the snap had gone over his head or he had bobbled it or whatever, that's one thing. But this dude had the ball, and then he just didn't had the ball. That was oddly strange. Well, that sounds painful, but in the grand scheme of things, bro, the pain is deep, let's call it. That right there was definitely not appreciated. Man, that was ridiculous, bros. That's where, excuse the phrase here, Yak, but that's where the tide had turned. Yes, the tide had turned on that one play right there, guys. Which to me was very, very suspect. I mean, that punter probably doesn't get a lot in NIL. So this was probably his one shot, fancy don't let me down. So not a lot in NIL. What choice does he have? To do the right thing. That's the choice. Did anybody win the 1.5 billion? Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, Moon, if they won it, I don't think that coming to the broadcast would be their first, I'm assuming it happened last night, would be their first recovery moment. Maybe it would have. They would have been like partying all night in their bed. They would have woken up. What's this notification? Oh, this fool's on. It's time to go over there and, let's say, gloat, because I'm a 1.5 billionaire. All right, Yak said he sent me a video. Let's see what we got here. Let's take a look at some video. Do I still want to go to the Chargers game? I never wanted to. We will be on until... Yak, you sure you sent me a video? Because I ain't seen shad, bro. Let's check this out. I see nothing, dog. All right, dudes. Yes, Steve. No, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at Tim's comment. NIL, name, image, and likeness. That is what the Supreme Court ruled on, allowing these kids to now be paid as though they were pro athletes. So that is why all of college sports is like, it's in an upheaval, bro. Right now, everybody is entering this thing called the transfer portal, and they just go to whatever school pays them the most. So it's no longer, hey, I'm going to recruit these kids and they're going to stay here the entire time because they will be punished if they do not stay here. It is now a free-for-all. Coaches leaving here, everybody getting paid, all kinds of chaos. So for the individuals, that's a great thing because now they're getting paid. But for fans and other fans of sports, that becomes a little bit more it becomes a little bit more chaotic because you don't know who's going to stay on what team, how they're meshing, and the next year teams could be totally terrible. Who knows, bro? But yes, dudes, I do have a couple of oh, that's the other thing I didn't tell you guys. I cleaned out the boat. I cleaned out the boat, guys. So, there are no more floor worms, though that may sound crazy. There are no more floor worms. And I took out all the baits that I just had baits all over the place. Every single compartment had baits. I cleaned it all out, and I came back with a slim, trim setup, in case you guys can't tell. But I also found some baits. Look, bros, I'm going to throw this Rapala jerkbait. Look at this guy. And look at this guy. They were just in there and these guys have been in there for years. I'm talking about bazillions of years. So I'm going to throw this guy real quick. And I'm talking about a bazillion years, bros. So I'm going to throw that guy real quick just to see what the deal is. And in an effort to keep the boat somewhat organized, I am going to also put the lure away instead of just tossing it wherever. Because that's what I like to do, is just toss stuff wherever and let future me worry about that. But instead, what I'm going to do is clip off this lure. It's going to take a little bit of time because, time and all. This is not Hollywood that I could just do movie magic and things will happen. But yes, dudes, we have cleaned out. It's like I'm a whole new man. I'm not. It's just a phase. It's just a phase, guys. Oh, I forgot. That was another thing I had to put on there. Heck, Creel, I might even do some retease. Because, now it's like whatever, bro. You guys are probably watching and you're like, what happened to this fool? It's not him. They took him. Just like they took Kanye. Yep. They got me, boys. No Powerball winner yesterday. Creel, I barely did the cleaning out portion today. All right, Colin, I think this might be an X-Wrap. I don't even know. I just know it's a Rapala Chingle Dingles. That I do know. I bought these, I don't want to say many moons ago, but un chingo de moons ago. I'm talking about like, these have been here since who knows when. But yes, that was an X-Wrap probably, maybe. I already asked the moderator if we had any of those little packs, but she said negative. There might be some hanging out around the house. So potentially we will. Look, Steve, relax, bro. We are not going to magically become somebody new. I think I already hate this bait. It's going down like negative feet. It's basically hovering on top of the water. That's stupid. Who wants a hover bait? Nobody. I'm not fishing for flying fish, bros. I'm over here trying to catch an actual bass. It's been a couple days since I felt a bite. Do I even know what a bite feels like? Maybe I don't. I'm getting a lot of notifications here. Let's see what's up. Negative, negative, negative. Yak, I'm not sure who you sent that video to, but I have not received anything. Just FYI. Did I make up new songs? Nah, bro. I told you I was adulting. Adulting doesn't give you time to be cool. Adulting tries to break your spirit. So I did not make any new jams. I just kind of, I mean, is this real life? Who knows, bros? Also, guys, the water temp is 48 degrees. Ah, you sent it to Steve. Okay, bruh. I was still waiting for it. I was like, where's this guy's? Why are you telling me he sent something when he didn't? So yes, Sam, based on the actions that these guys have never seen before. Let's see here. Yep. I'm not sure I like this X-Wrap. It goes roughly like maybe 3 feet. I think currently I need these to go a little bit deeper than 3 feet. So after 3 casts, maybe 4, I don't know how many it was, I might change this guy already because X did not mark the spot. The X-Wrap, it goes down and then comes back up. And also, guys, since I was able to fix the car, it makes it a lot easier for me to go to the ghetto. So, in order to go to the ghetto, I just had to jump in the car now. Instead of having to unhitch the boat, this, that, and the other, I just jump in the car. So I was able to, the first test drive that I did with the car running was to go to the ghetto and get those lead strips. So I do have lead tape. So you see, guys, there's always rhyme to my reason of not doing things. I didn't want to unhitch the boat and have to do that every time to go to the ghetto. So I was like, whatever, bros. We'll get it when we get it. The car is currently not fixed. But these are all details that you guys were unaware of. Or maybe you were aware of and you're like, why hasn't this fool already gone and done what he had to do? Well, that's why. It probably saved me money. Colin, I assure you this is not the Subwalk because I would not have purchased that. I know which ones you're talking about, but I would not have purchased that. These are the regular jerk baits. I fish in the deeper lakes, the deeper desert lakes, bro. A subsurface guy, I usually don't have any use for. Four more rockcasts till Christmas. Well, at least we're still using. Yo, what up, Snozook? Yeah, Creel, but here's the thing, dog. Like, going to the ghetto takes me about 5 minutes. Going to your house takes me more than 5 minutes, so I couldn't go all the way over there. Plus, it was a test drive, dog, so I had to make sure that I was within a certain radius of my home just in case the fixes were not fixes. So if I had gone to your house and broke down, then it would have been all like, this is gonna cost me to get a tow truck to get me from somewhere in the direction of Creel's house to my house. What was wrong with the car? Well, it wasn't running. Now, the usual guess is a fuse. So I checked the fuses and it wasn't the fuses. But now it is fixed. Yeah, I know, moderator. That's why I left the car broken so that it wouldn't cost us any money, because now not only am I free to move about, let's not forget that someone else is also now free to move about, and that might be a costly venture. Bros, I should have stayed indoors, or at least brought a heavier cover of clothing. Who did I think I was? Some dude who can take the cold? All of a sudden, I live on land and I'm all like, the cold is nothing because I can go indoors whenever I want. Pay it for the rent, or pay the rent for the building. I'm trying to avoid that, bro. Tim, you got to be super thorough, bro. You have to go through all the electrical system, find every single fuse, check them all. I had to apply a meter, check all the fuses and whatnot, even though the problem was not at all fuse related. And nor did it take me 2 days. This was just something I did in the time that I had free. It was a honey-do list, and I just had to knock all these things out. Now, the thing that could have taken 2 days was cleaning out the boat, bro. That right there could have easily taken 2 days. But it didn't. It took like, I don't know, at least half a day. And it's not even fully done, so we're gonna have to say a full day. The boat is cleaned, but now the mess has just moved from what was in here to now the Tackle Tavern. The Tackle Tavern is not in good standing order right now. It is crazy. Nunya, what's up? This means more income. What means more income, bro? Where is this magical income coming from? What are we talking about here, Sam? There are many facets to me, Snozook, that the layman does not know. I'm a multifaceted individual. What you see before you is a finely crafted image of what I would like to project to the world. But what is hidden behind the camera is something else. Yes. Yes. Unlimited is talking about the days of crying that I spent mourning the streak, which, for the record, was 0. In fact, I felt relief. I was like, I can take a rest. I can rest now that I know Okay, Moon is offering to clean the tavern if he could keep the baits or some baits, bro, because some baits, well, we'll talk about it. That sounds like a deal, but the baits, well, then that is all the baits, bro. And at that point in time, you've done me a favor. Because then I can go buy new baits. Cereal out of a burnt pan? What was cooked in that pan first, bro, before we decide whether we want to pass any judgment? Because potentially it might have made the cereal taste a little bit better. I don't know. Are we talking about a dirty burnt pan or just a washed burnt pan? Because those two things are two different situations there. Oh, yes, guys. Dude, GM, remember they hung my string on the rafters, bro. And Sam, the only reason that I do my own repairs is because of the amount of money that it would save. Well, I am physically able. I will do as much as I can. But at one point in time, I will not be physically able. So then I'll have to pay. Oh, that said a burnt pan. I thought it said a burnt pan. I got to get my eyes recalibrated. Burnt cake. Ah, the dudes are getting feisty, bro. Bro don't bake, and now I'm being called a fisher lady. Now I remember what I was missing. We're gonna have to tone down the feistiness. Homies don't remember. We're gonna have to remind some people. All right, guys, the other thing. So remember, I fixed this other rod, guys. Well, I had somebody fix it, right? So this is the other Conquest rod. All they did was put a tip on there. Initially, I thought I broke off more of this tip. I thought it was like down to here. So because of that, I was like, oh, I'm going to have to pay, you know, the $200 for, I think it's 200 and change probably, $200 for a repair of my G Loomis rod. But then when I actually looked at the rod, because remember, I was in the chaos of continually fishing for 222 consecutive days. So when I saw that, I took a look at it before I cut the rod up, and then I looked and I was like, wait a second. That's pretty much right at the tip. So then I just had, I don't remember the dude's name. Something, maybe Jeff. Oh yeah, Jeff's Custom Rods. Somebody has suggested him before. I had Jeff's Custom Rods look at it and fix it. But, so that's another thing that was done during the hiatus. Jack's Biscuits. Oh, all right, Sam. I'm starting to catch up here, guys. Sam said, oh, I saved money, so then I can buy the moderator something más chingón. Well, that would be the case. That would be the case there, Sam, if I didn't already use some of that money to get this bad boy right here. This is a Gancraft jointed claw. So I added this to the arsenal, guys. My name is Jeff. So we added that bad boy to the arsenal, and we will put him on right now. Whether he's going to catch anything ever, whatever. I had also got another one, but that other one's kind of stupid. The other one's kind of stupid in color. I'll just tie directly to it for now. It has a little clip right there, but I'll just tie directly to it and then see what it looks like. All right, guys, this is what it looks like in the flesh. Oh, wait, let's do this. Washalom. Boom. And now he's going to swim. Ah, la vie. Now he's going to swim back the other way. Iwashalom, bros. Boom. So the other one was a different bait. The other one is a different style of glide bait. But the color I got, it was supposed to be, because the only color they had available was like dark bluegill. But it turned out to be the darkest bluegill I had ever seen, bro. This thing was like friggin'. This thing was like Charlie Murphy, bro. It was darkness. Darkness. Like, it was crazy. I was like, bro, this is not a bluegill. This is just like, it is the color black with a like hint of bluegill blush. That's it. It was not anything. There was no bluegill about it. It was basically a shadow. I need more hands. Am I tying Snizook's loop knot? No. No, I'm not. Doo-doo-doo. All right, let's make sure to take off this little chingle dingles that's holding the hooks together. It looks like a bread tie or something like that. Yeah, sure does. Now let's go get some hook rash here, bros. I believe this to be a slow sinking version. Da, 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 da. Oh no, this is the, I think this is the high float one. Who ordered this? Who ordered this? All right, here we go. Don't forget to take the tail off and put super glue. Well, we ain't got no super glue in the boat, bro, so we are going to just... Yo, what up, Jamar? We back, dogs. Yo, Jamar, we didn't even know we were hanging out either, dog. Let's check it out, guys. First splash of the Gancraft Chingle Dingles. Now, I can't see the action, so I'm gonna have to see when it gets closer to me, I'm gonna have to see what kind of action it's doing on each. I don't even know where this guy is. Where are you, bro? I should have just casted very close to me at first. Where'd this fool go? And Steve, hopefully this does not become an addition to the power line fiasco. Where's this guy? All right, let's see what he does. Da, da, da. Okay, now this guy is the fast sinking. I don't know what his deal, I mean slow sinking. I don't know what his deal was that he was floating the first time. We shall assume that he is not broken. All right. Well, he spun like an idiot. Yo, I tried those speed clips, bro, but I was not a fan. Now, I know these guys talk about using your reel and blah, blah, blah. But I like to use my rod tip. Will this catch us anything? Nobody knows. What swim bait rod am I using? Let him know. Bruh. Like I would get a specific rod for this. Negative, dog. We would not get a specific rod for this. And who invited the wind? Because now, outside of this little area that we are protected with, or protected from the wind, it is windy. Let them know we are not using a swim bait rod. What we are using is a rod that we had here on the deck that we were using for topwater action. And that rod is also known as the Narcissist. It is a Tiger rod. A Tiger rod's I don't know what this model number is, but it's a Tiger rod's rod that we are using. It is one of our more stout rods. We were expecting it to be not this stout, but it is, so I wish the sun was out so I could see this better, so I could see the action of this guy, because if he's not working the way I'm expecting him to, then... So yeah, my dude, I would not change or buy a specific rod, because then that would mean that I would have to pay more money. So, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to just use the rod tip. I get more action off of the rod tip currently. Than I do off the reel. Let's do another test here. But this is just me personally, so others may be able to use it differently. They are differently abled than I am. And again, guys, these are all new baits. I had time to just look around and see what was available in the world. Maybe this bait was only bought because it was a bait of comfort. I was trying to heal from the streak dying. Dang, bro, that color on it, whoo, there is some iridescence, some color change. It looks nice. Somebody did ask what baits to use right now. Well, currently, I don't know, bro. Currently, we're just experimenting with some stuff. I'm going to throw a Nico, and I'm going to go back to a jig in a second. But, you know, the jig is a classic, bro. If you throw a jig and you go slow, you probably have a good chance of getting bit. But I'm just throwing this big glide bait. It's only 6 inches, guys, so it's not the biggest of glides, but it is something. It's something that I felt looked good, and I was like, all right, let's see how that thing performs. So, spoiler alert, Moon, I was gonna buy the Clash, but nowhere. I was not gonna get the Clash 9 because that seemed like a lot to me, the size. So I was gonna get the tiny Clash, but everywhere that I looked, that dumb bait is not available. So now, throwing this bait and never getting a bite, that might turn me off to it, but we'll see. I do have this OG Lucky Craft swim bait that I had many moons ago, before swim baits were the coolest thing on the planet, or glides and stuff were the coolest thing on the planet. That thing has been with me for many a moon as well. Dudes, I am only hiding back here because the wind is making the lake choppy. So I'm gonna hide right here because I don't have the proper gear. I also, in my search of what the heck was in this boat, old school, I found a plug knocker that you had sent me the very first time you sent me baits. I was like, what the heck is this? This thing is freaking huge. And then your note was still in there, and you're all like, here's a plug knocker. And I was like, ah, that's what that is. So we are now going to throw a jig because we got to get a bite. Cool, we're searching with this bait, and cool, we may or may not get a bite with it, whatever. But we are going to throw a jig while we're protected back here. and see what it's like to get a taste of what a bite feels like. Oh. I hope you guys saw that. My whole rod almost flew out of my hand, because for those of you who were not rolling with us, let me see it. Oh, let me see this. For those of you who were not rolling with us, well, I guess I'll have to see it later. So for those of you who were not rolling with us during our midnight ride to try and keep the streak alive, that was the last time that I casted this rod, and it was in the dark. So it was in the dark, everything was frozen, so you guys can see how stupid this reel came out. It's like I'm talking about everything was frozen. What the heck, bro? Get off. Ah, yes. The beauties of fishing. So we're going back to real life. Our guides were frozen. Everything was an adventure. And I can see why. All right, we're down to the hopefully this doesn't hurt your guys' ears. Is this nails on a chalkboard situation? Who knows? All right, we're back, guys. Now let's try that again. Get smooth. Okay, now that we don't have the cold from Steven, peace out. Yes, yes. We are back. And now the jig is stuck. Perfect. We're just getting our sea legs under us again, guys. It was a while that we've been out on the water, so, you know, we ain't too worried about what's going on here. As long as silver gets us back, then we're good. We'll be happy. Hey! Oh, there we go. Merc, what's up, dog? Dude, that was a crazy game. That Bears game last night, in case you guys missed it, was... I mean, I'm going to say it was a lot better than the Oklahoma game, for me at least. That was I mean, dudes, I don't even know how to explain that. But, now, Merc, you can't get excited, dog, because it was only after I saw that Jordan, is his name Jordan Love? No, his name is something Love. I forgot his name. But it was only, is it Jordan Love? I don't remember. It was only after that I saw Love got knocked out of the game that I felt the Bears would win. But even with him out of the game, the Bears barely won, dog. Barely. They barely won. Well, at least the wit is still there. The fishing might not be, but the wit might still be there. So, the Bears barely won, and that's going to be a little bit concerning for you guys, because that was a beaten up Packers team that you guys were facing. So, I would enjoy the win for sure, bro. Definitely one for the books, bro. Dude, that guy should have been ejected. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm reading these comments, right? Now, again, guys, let me look at the camera here. Hold on, hold on, hold on. So, now, we all got to keep it real here. So, I do believe that many a moon ago, there was a Monday in which our resident Garfield showed up. And as we were discussing sporting events, such as this resident Deborah Downer came in and said, "Excuse me, why is everyone here feeling joy and excitement for something that they did not accomplish themselves? I believe it to be foolish that a person would celebrate or enjoy a game that they had nothing to do with, and celebrating the outcome and this, that, and the other." That is a loose quote, of course. That is paraphrasing. But now, as I read in there, not only did, let's just say, Deborah Rabbit say, oh yeah, they watched the game, but they had some sort of, I don't know, emotion about the outcome of the game. So, I do believe that a Deborah Rabbit has been caught on the hypocritical side of the coin. Very interesting. My buddy Merck here is a Bears fan, has said he was a Bears fan, and has gone on the channel to say, let's go Bears. And now Deborah Rabbit has found himself a buddy to, I mean, you know what? I'm not even going to point that out, bros. Let us just be happy for Deborah Rabbit that they found someone that they can find joy in life again. Because, my dudes, that means that potentially Deborah Rabbit will stop coming in and being a Deborah Downer at every turn and saying, oh my God, why are we talking about sports? Sports are dumb. Sports are created for distraction purposes, and that is get up. So, and then the rest of us can enjoy our day and be all like, oh dude, that game was awesome, without this jig apparently. But without the need for somebody to come in and be all like, I hate Mondays, or whatever the case is. What is this jig stuck in? But yes, Deborah Rabbit, just know that We are all held to a high standard here, my friend. And if you are going to choose to rain on the parade, then you better Eeyore all day, every day, and not only when you choose to, bro, because my jig is gonna die. Oh dear. We're back, Creel. We're back. Oh, well, Deborah Rabbit is not a robot, I don't think. But just a general, you know, Debbie Downer, essentially. That's one jig down, guys, but I have found my other jigs. But we are back, guys. We have lost the jig. We have finally found some joy for Deborah Rabbit, because now they can have joy in the bears. Maybe that's why Deborah Rabbit wasn't very happy about anything else, because he's a Bears fan, and he was just like, you know what, the Bears are stupid, so I don't want anybody else to like football ever again. I'm gonna have to tie a new jig on, guys. Ah, yes. So I don't want to hear nothing anymore, Deborah Rabbit, about woe is me, life sucks, and blah, blah, blah. Because that is not what this channel is for. I'm filled with joy, guys, that Deborah Rabbit was able to maybe smile. 30 days of mourning that jig. That jig wasn't that special to me, bro. It wasn't like Don's Chatterbait, where we had, did we have 7 days of mourning for that? Might have been 14 days. Who knows? But everyone should rejoice in the fact that Deborah Rabbit has found something joyful. Wow. Merc, I gotta thank you for that, bro. I gotta thank you for that, bro, because prior to you showing up, bro, Deborah Rabbit was just Deborah Downer all day, every day. But you have brought joy to Deborah Rabbit's life. Merc, we owe you. We owe you, dog. Did the Chatterbait start the streak? I don't know. Maybe it did. Maybe it didn't. So if we should all take the time right now to thank Merc for, I mean, bringing something out of Deborah Rabbit that we have not seen before. Dare I say, there might have even been a smile, some sort of joy for others and their accomplishments. Who knows, bro? We don't want to go too far out on the limb and say, oh yeah, he might even have smiled. We know that somewhere in the streak, I believe that we were able to make Creel smile at one time. That was cool. Try to be more of a laughing fool. Oh, yes, yes, Deborah Rabbit. We're all idiots. We're all part of the machine because we smile and we laugh and we enjoy life. Deborah Rabbit. Smiling. Dog. One has on the negative aspects of life, or one can make the most of their life and enjoy it. Innocent of things around them, bro, but not consumed. Understand the difference in those words, bro. Cognizant, but not consumed by the things that are happening in the world around them. What they choose to focus on will determine how their emotions will play. So yes, Deborah Rabbit, as this fool stands before you, this laughing fool, just know that life is good, real good. What up, Al? Whew. This side over here is a little bit it's a little bit fresh on this side. Lots of Cardinals fans. Well, that's weird. Well, Cardinals fans, hold on. You're talking about baseball, dog, or you're talking about football? Because that would make more sense, baseball. But football, if you're talking about the Arizona Cardinals, that would be weird for them to be up there. We got some people playing golf. I think I'm gonna put on a jerkbait, guys. I lost my jig. This Rapala has done nothing for my spirits. I'll throw it right here, but then after that, I'm gonna cut him off. Rapala, I found you. I hoped for the best, but it never came. Baseball, okay, all right, cool. We got some golfers. Oh, heck yeah, bro. You could ask that. Geo, I am fishing on Lake Guntersville in Alabama. It is currently, I don't know what the air temps are, bro. It's probably like 40 something. Probably 50s maybe. Water temp is 48.1 degrees. I am feeling like I am underdressed for this occasion. Oh yes, 48 degrees, my friend. 48. Now, are you asking what location or the actual lake? All right, Colin, if in the next 3 casts I catch something off this Rapala, bro, I'll just give you a $25 gift certificate. Moderator's gonna be all like, that's stupid, but that is how much I am willing to put on the line that this is not going to catch, sadly. Past me did not hook present me up. That was cast one right here, Colin. The moderator's probably thinking, why did this fool just offer Colin a $25 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card if he catches something? That makes no sense, but that is just to show that the amount of confidence that I have that this is not going to catch something. Yo, what up, Grandmaster? So that is how much I believe. This is cast number 2, and I said 3 casts. Colin gets 3 casts. From Italy. And I was wondering if I could still fish 2 in the lake. What? Do you think you'll catch a largemouth? Dude, I'm hoping to catch a largemouth. Forget about those spotties, bro. At least not today. Forget about those spotties. And again, guys, today was the first day back from our, this is your 3rd cast, Colin. This is the first day back from our little hiatus. We were on the water for 222 straight days. And then our streak ended, our streak of consecutive non-zeros. And so we took some number of days off. I don't remember, but we're just getting our fishing legs underneath us. We're trying to get our fishing gills. I should have brought more warm apparel, but I didn't, so that is also in the mind. I'm wondering why. Why didn't I just bring those just for the heck of it? I don't know. I have not caught, I think you're talking about maybe the red eye or whatever, but I have not caught any Alabama bass here or whatnot. So this is the Rapala bait. It is an X-Wrap, and this X-Wrap was supposed to bring Colin a $25 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card, but it got him Nathan nada because it did not produce. So we are going to cut this bait off, and we are going to put on a mega bass. Now, Creel, we are putting on a mega bass because when I also went to the ghetto to purchase the lead tape, I could not leave the ghetto without purchasing some more mega bass. I purchased this mega bass right here, guys. This mega bass looks muy chingon, bros. Look at that mega bass right there. I don't even know, I don't remember what the color was, but it is a color. But I also purchased one that's deeper diving. So we are gonna go with a deeper diving one. And we have changed the hooks on those mega bass. We will not be throwing wussy hooked mega bass. We will be throwing man hooked mega bass. Wussy hooked mega basses need not apply. Rapala, go back into the tomb whence you came, bro. Get out of here. Man, I was so hopeful. Oh, yeah, guys, another thing that I plan to do, maybe not today, but what I plan to do is first day of the winter equinox. So what I plan to do, guys, I found all these trays where I had like a multitude of crankbaits and stuff, and I was all like, what the heck, bro? Some of these I've never thrown in my life. Some of these I've thrown and then they've fallen out of favor. So I was all like, all right, guys, we're gonna have to figure something out. I need to use these, if for nothing else, to lose them so that I can then no, I don't think that's the name of the color, bro. The name of the color was, I forgot. Moderator, the box is somewhere in the, potentially the Tackle Tavern. Wherever that bag that had all that trash that came out of the boat, wherever that is, that's where, oh wait, never mind. We'll just never know, guys. At least not for now. Yes, so the new plan is to, oh, that's a jig missing. The new plan is to essentially do this like an advent calendar. I believe that's how it's pronounced. I don't know, I don't read. So what we'll do is I will open up a tray of, let's say, crankbaits, right? And we'll see what applies. And we will throw one of those crankbaits every day. We will open it up and we'll say, this is day one of the crankbait advent calendar. And then we'll just throw it. Whether it makes sense or not, I don't care. If it's a crankbait that is like the weirdest color on the planet, we're throwing it. I don't care. We're just gonna throw it. And we will throw that one for that day. And then the next day, we'll cut that one off and then we will throw another one. We'll be like, oh, this one looks cool. Well, whether it looks cool or not is irrelevant. We're gonna throw it. So we will throw it and we will see how it performs. And then we'll move on. Just so that I can get these baits to be utilized, because why do I have so many baits, bros? There was a day of reckoning when I was looking at all these baits wondering, what the heck, why do I ever buy any baits if I have this many baits of all kinds of colors? What the heck? So we will be changing up the situation here. Drill a hole in the, well, okay, well, that already sounds too complicated, bro. That already sounds like too much work for a bait that if it should have had more action, it would have already come that way. Let me just make sure that this guy is suspending as I expect him to. Finally, a mega bass, that is. I can give him about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He does float up a little bit. I could put some of that lead tape on right now, but for now, we'll just throw him like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I also wanted to, now that we're getting everything back to normal here, guys. Getting all our baits right. Getting all our stuff the way it's supposed to be. We will be doing, as soon as I catch a fish, which we're gonna see when that is. We will be doing our subscriber giveaway. It will be on, well, I don't know what day, but it will be before Christmas. Usually we'll go 2 full weeks to allow people to enter. Al, I understand this lure addiction, but that lure addiction only justifies like ladies' addiction for like shoes. You know what I'm saying? And that is something that I want to be on the right side of, because I can't say, I mean, not that the moderator has like 400 million shoes, but I can't be on the right side of the conversation if I've got 400 lures that I only use like 3 of. They're my favorite and I use those all the time. So how can one be on the right side of history there by saying, hey, why do you have so many shoes here, when they can just come back and say, hey, why do you have so many baits? Now, keep in mind that baits usually are less than shoes, but nonetheless, if you add them all up, probably comes out to the same price. But yes, we will be having that subscriber giveaway. Let's see. Can somebody help me out here? I mean, I could do it myself, but it's cold out here. What is Wednesday? The number. I think that's the 23rd. Because, hey, well, I just broke my mega bass. I hit it on the back of the boat. I mean, let's hope it's not broken, but there's a high likelihood that that fool could have suffered irreparable harm. Okay. So I believe that's the 23rd. So assuming I catch a fish one day, we will be doing the subscriber giveaway on the 23rd at 5 p.m. Central. And you must be live for that one as well. So you must be live for that one. And it's that easy, guys. We had to go through 2 names. The first person did not claim their prize because they had to be live, but they weren't there. So they did not claim the prize. So we went on to Jason in Michigan, which I don't know if I've seen Four Locos, but if Four Loco was here. Wait, Wednesday is the 24th. Okay, my bad. Tuesday, the 23rd. Thank you. Thank you, Al, for correcting that. So we will be doing it Tuesday, the 23rd. I do believe that today is Sunday. So once I put that video out, guys, I might have to put it out without a fish. All you got to do is be a subscriber and put a comment in the 5K subscriber giveaway short, which does not exist right now. But when it does, if you have your notifications on, then you will see it and you'll be all like, oh, let me put a comment in here. And I hope that now that Deborah Rabbit has found some joy, maybe they'll put like a smile or something as their comment, or life is good, or whatever they want to put. Hopefully they put that. Some along those lines, you know, something positive, because, you know, that's what we're about here, bringing some kind of positivity to the world. Dang, Colin, imagine if it was you, bro. Oh, so what you're saying is, well, I guess those other dudes, my bad, guys. I just saw Al's comment, but thank you. I think it was Merc and Dead Rabbit for the information. I didn't see it. I just looked down and saw Al's comment come in. Colin, imagine you were the winner, bro. And then Unlimited would have been super mad. He would have been all like, bro, that was one of the OGs and he wasn't even here for it. And he lost out on his opportunity. Dudes, it is cold out here. What an idiot. Didn't bring anything to stay warm. I do have these pair of gloves though. These pair of gloves have been here for a while. That's how I drove over here, but all right, let me get a jig out. 'Cause I believe that once I tie this jig on, I'll throw here a little bit. Hopefully don't lose it, but I'll throw here a little bit and then we'll move on to the other one. We'll actually go in there, I think. Jigs. Why do you guys leave me so quickly? Do you guys hate me? I don't know what's up with these jigs. All right, so creel. Oh, that's a big hooker though. Well, might as well lose that. Creel, I got a peanut butter and jelly right here. The reason I didn't throw this jig before is because this is a big hooker. That is the name of the type of jig. And these jigs are, I told you guys wrong last time. These jigs are muscle crawlers. They are not tight line, whatever. These are muscle crawlers. So, as I've shown a couple times, the difference between the big hooker and there's another big hooker. Why do I got so many big hookers here? There is a distinct difference between the hook of the big hooker and the regular muscle crawler. I prefer the regular muscle crawler over the big hooker, but while I was in a bait buying craze, I bought some big hookers, and come to find out, I thought they would be better because they had a bigger hook. But come to find out, the fish toss these guys out a lot easier. So if you look at that, guys, the difference in hook size is very dramatic. But do not be fooled, because that difference in hook size also allows the fish to have leverage. At least, in my opinion, it allows the fish to have leverage, because as this is pinned to the fish's mouth and sways not as much as the big hooker sways like crazy, and I've had multiple fish come off, bros. Multiple fish come off to the point where I was all like, I'm not going to throw the big hooker anymore, but I have some of them, so I got to throw them until they're extinct. The goal is to make these big hookers extinct, but it might come at the cost of a couple of decent fish, because I have lost fish off of those baits before, or those jigs before. Okay. I'm going to pair it with a 3-inch Berkeley chigger craw. Now these two I've had for many years. But still smells like power bait. That power bait is some strong stuff. Okay, we got a big hooker. Yo, what up, Don? What's happening? Old school. I just saw your idea. Old school. That would have been an awesome idea, dog. Had I remembered that the plug knocker existed. Yes, old school. You had a great idea right there. It's a little late. But had I remembered that the plug knocker existed on the boat, because remember, I just barely found him yesterday. Had I remembered that the plug knocker existed, I would have tried it and tried to get a jig back. Now let's, it's one thing to be throwing a big hooker, but I'm going to have to trim this skirt up because nobody is going to take this big hooker seriously if that skirt isn't a little bit shorter right there, bro. You got to show a little bit of claw. You got to show a little bit of claw in order to get some attention. You know what I'm saying? All right. Mental note. I have to put on a new leader on this rod. We're getting closer to the end of that leader. And we do have our thump gel, so we will apply the thump gel. Well, actually, this has Berkeley power bait, so we will not mess with Berkeley power bait. We will just leave it be. Colin is suggesting to throw. Dang, bros, that's how unprepared I am. I don't even have my Leatherman. What is going on here, bro? Did I even want to fish? Did I even want to fish? There's no telling, bros. I don't understand what's going on right now. I had so many days of being on land that, am I a landlubber now? Who knows? Let's get the feel back. Let's slowly work our bait. I think I can use these gloves while I'm working this jig. It's possible. Let's find out. Let me see if I got any feel. Gotta try double scent. Is this a Wrigley's Spearmint commercial here, bro? Double your pleasure, double your fun, double the blah blah of double mint gum. Yo, what up, ass kisser? What's the best scent on the market? I cannot tell you what the best scent on the market is. I can only tell you what I utilize. So I utilize thump gel. There are other scents out there. I think there is a bait pop, and there is also catch up. That is CATCH. There might be a dash in there. UP. That is catch up. So I utilize mostly thump gel. I did find that someone had dropped off a syringe of ketchup at my truck. So we will utilize that every now and then to, you know, keep the fish honest. Procure gel. Oh, this feels a lot better with gloves. I could even use them as a hanky. Ah, you talking about the biz bait? Whatever scent they have. Oh, you were mixing them. What? Don, what bait are you talking about, bro? Or whatever you had stated there, bro. I'm a little confused. It's a little harder to reel with these gloves. We gotta do a time check, see where we're at. 10:40. We got to get serious here, guys. We've just been kind of messing around, getting everything back to normal. It's like your first day back on the job when you've come back from, like, let's say Christmas vacation or whatever, and you're all like, let me first stretch out, see how work is actually done here. That's basically what this was. Will the first day of work produce something productive? We don't know. We assume it will, but we haven't found any success. We have lost one jig. Bass. Oh. Is it break time, Moon? Sorry about that, Don. I was misreading the entire situation, apparently. Good thing that Moon is there to reread the stuff that I apparently suck at reading. But that's life. You gotta have the homies there to back you up. Oh, I can find some bait fish, bro. Those fools are over there by that bridge. They are always there. But the competition is fierce. It's you against the world right there. All right. If I show up tomorrow, guys, I'm definitely coming with different clothes. This was not a great plan. This was definitely not a great plan. If I had my FXRs on, this would be nothing, but I don't even have my Under Armour base layer on. I thought I was all tough and, hey bro, it ain't even cold outside. Shh, bro, it's gonna be like in the 60s, who cares? It's gonna be low 60. Well, that'll be later on, dummy, not right now. And again, for those of you guys who do not know, the Cowboys have been officially eliminated from the playoffs. Stupid idiots. They were eliminated from the playoffs prior to that. With all, like intents and purposes, they were eliminated from the playoffs. But mathematically, they were not eliminated from the playoffs. They had a either 1% or less than 1% chance of making the playoffs. And though we do not live in a fairy tale world, there was still hope that they would win out and the Eagles would lose out. But this is not a fairy tale world, so they didn't either. They didn't win out and the Eagles didn't lose out. The Eagles defeated the Skins yesterday. Man, that's when Faith should have backed me up. Well, even though I wanted Deborah Rabbit to smile and have fun, I just don't know what he's smiling about right now. Boo Eagles? Well, I would also like to boo the Eagles, but... So I don't see the Eagles going very far because they seem to not have much of an offense. I equate them kind of close to the Bears. The Bears are the offense when a team that has a high power offense meets up with the Bears, it's not going to end well. Or with the Eagles. I think Deborah Rabbit is now, he's just smiling at everything, bro. Who knows? Again, the water temps are 48.2 degrees. We're throwing a ½ ounce peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly. And jelly. Sometimes we receive text messages, and those text messages, they make you laugh. 2 games to settle the NFC South. All right, educate me here, boys. What games are we talking about? Is it a situation where the Bucks have to win their game? Or the Panthers have to win their game, or vice versa? If one loses, then the other one is locked in as a champion or the division champs. What's the deal here? Okay. And remember, guys, we'll be getting off the water in about some time because we would like to go partake in some football watching and probably also warm up a little bit because this is not great. It's not the worst, but it's not great. I thought there'd be a little bit more sun, and I was hoping that that would warm me up, but apparently the sun is not coming out. Looks like the sun is not coming out. I'm gonna move over here just a little bit, guys. I may also have to clip this guard. Is it a decent day to be on the water? I don't know, bro. It's a little cold for me. I should have brought some layers. We might get off the water around dark, bro. I doubt it, but it's possible. I'm telling you, bro. Once the streak got broken, well, now life hits a little bit different. I mean, we might start a 0 streak even. We might. Let's hope that we don't, but we might start a 0 streak. Why not, bro? We like to be a little bit different. Like to the left when the boat turns around. There's a lot of hard bottom down here and a drop. This is the last place that we caught a BBL. Let's see if we can't replicate that success. You were just thinking about, I assume you're thinking about starting a 0 streak, bro. Is that what you were thinking about, Sam? Yes, Dead Rabbit. I have been known to conform all the time, as I always do what everyone is doing. I always throw the baits everybody's throwing. I always retie when I'm supposed to. I always do this, that, and the other. Yeah, bro, you got me. You got me. Though this rock may have my jig. As the bottom of the boat, the backside of the boat went over my line. Ah, son, thank you very much. As it went over my line, it has caused me a problem. Stupid. Is it gonna cost me another jig? Possibly. Okay, we are free. The sun is out. Hopefully we can warm up just a tad. Panthers are the... I believe I was out of position for that. Mother son of a gun. But keep in mind, guys, it's been a while since I felt a bite, so maybe I don't know what a bite feels like. But apparently, I definitely do not know how to stay in position for a hook set. But we will fix that. We got to remember the fundamentals. Stay within the fundies. In case you guys are just tuning in, remember, I will have a subscriber giveaway on Tuesday. Tuesday being the 23rd. That is for a $50 Bass Pro Shop or Tackle Warehouse gift card. I just need to make the video, which I guess I'll make it today, whether I catch a fish or not. I will make it today. all you got to do is be a subscriber and put a comment in that YouTube short. And you'll be entered to win. But you will also have to be live during that, or be in the live, to claim your prize. That drawing will be held at 5 p.m. Central on Tuesday, apparently. This time we were on it. We were in position this time, boys. This time, the position was correct. You gotta stay fully focused, guys. You gotta stay in hook set position. This is just probably a Little John. But starts our streak. You gotta be in hook set position, dogs. Hey, hey, hey. This is just a Little John. This Little John has been weighed in. But now, let's make our video. And let's do it quick, because we don't want this Little John to freeze out here. Here we go. Let's take off our winter stupidity, whatever is, you know, the cold winter grime. Here we go. Let's see, what were we gonna say? Yo, it's the Latin Bass Assassin. What's up? What's happening? And we are back out on the grind, guys. We caught ourselves a Little John because this fish is okay. But this video is just to let you guys know about that subscriber giveaway. We are having our 5K subscriber giveaway. This will happen Wednesday, December 23rd at 5 p.m. Central. All you got to do is be a subscriber and put a comment in this video, but you will also have to be there during the live when excuse me, when we are doing it in order to claim your prize. So my dudes, fish around and find out. Merry Fishmas, but more importantly, Merry Christmas. God is good. And it's that easy. We will upload that video. But thank the good Lord for that fish right there. We just had to be in the proper hook setting position. Because I tell you guys, these bites, they're not. Oh, that fish right there, my apologies, guys. That fish weighed 3 pounds, 3 ounces. But that fish right there didn't smack the bait. Did I get the wrong day? Did I say Wednesday? Whatever, bro. I'll fix it in post. I'm telling you guys, I don't pay attention to days. I said Wednesday. Good enough. Wednesday, December 23rd of next year is when the drawing will be held, bros. It's because I'm cold out here, bros. Look, guys, enter it or don't. I know what day I'm doing the drawing. But yes, guys, let's get back into hook setting position. At least that lets me know that more than likely was a bite that I missed on the other one. So it's not good news. It just made me sad because I missed the fish. But I have to move it painstakingly slow, and I have to stay in hook setting position. Wait a second. You've got the sound off. So you're just watching the video? Either way, it will happen. Apparently, Tuesday, the 23rd at 5 p.m. Central. Next year, the 23rd will be on a Monday? Okay, well then we'll just have to wait the number of years for it to rotate all the way around and be on a Wednesday. That's weird. It's 365 days. Unless next year is a leap year, which I don't know if it is or if it isn't, who knows. This is all doing calendar math on the so my apologies. But either way, that was a 3 pound, 3 ounce yeah. That was a 3 pound, 3 ounce Little John, because that fish was okay. It was not a BBL, but it was okay. Ah, dang. I forgot to rock. I mean, dudes, I am so not ready for fishing per se, because I'm even underneath this sweater. I'm not even rocking my jersey. We'll have to stay in hook setting position, guys. Remember that. It's getting a little nippy out here. Well, and I even caught that fish on the big hooker, bros. And we have drank 0 water. We are currently dry fasting, apparently. Will they not allow you, Moon, because you work for the IRS? I thought that would have been like an in. Where was that fish many days ago? Hold on a second, bro. You telling me that these fools are not gonna let you join the correction facility because daily you're doing this? Que pues, Moon? You know, I could be fooled, bro, but I'm not gonna be fooled that if I do this daily, I can't get a job. Que pues, Moon? At least make it believable, bro. Oh, it's too many dabbing emojis, dog. Okay, that's believable right there. Because they're gonna be all like, all right, let's have a group chat here for the corrections facilities, and then all you're gonna be, they'll be like, Moon, will you be able to show up on this day? And you're just gonna be boom, boom, emoji, emoji. They'll be like, we're gonna fire this fool. All he does is dabs. He does dabs all day. I can't tell what he means. This fool be tripping. Oh, he might incite a riot, bro. Did Cam Newton invent the dab? I don't think he did, bro. Yeah, I think I'm with Al. I think he might not have made it, but he did make it popular. Oh, I gotta see my homie Phillip Rivers' second football game under his old fat man belt. It's okay, Phillip Rivers. You can still do it, bro. The sun is out again. Yeah. I have a hard time believing that there was only one fish here, but we shall see. I'm currently in 16 feet of water. Sorry about that, guys. Forgot to tell you guys that. I'm in 16 feet of water. It should be about 8 feet over there. And there should be a drop somewhere between me and wherever this jig resides. So that is what a fish bite feels like, ever so gently. I think he kissed it. Gave it a little besito underwater, and he was like, "Ay, wey, this big hooker, she's dangerous. She bites." I'm just basically dragging this jig on the bottom, dudes. I'm just slow rolling it. There's no hop. Every now and then I'll put a hop in, but that's mainly to get around a rock or whatever's down there. Been a Colts fan since the 70s. You got that Baltimore merch, bro. Yo, Don, peace out if you're throwing a peace out sign. Hopefully you have an awesome Sunday there, Don. Currently, I only fish from the bank. I want to step up the game. Should I get a John boat or a kayak? Ooh, that's a tough one, bro. Are we talking John boat for like with a motor on it, or just a John boat itself? Because for portability and because I don't know what kind of vehicle you have, right? But for portability and stuff and ease of use, I would, I hesitated a little bit right there, guys. All right, let me see where this line is. Let me line it up. For ease of use, I would start off with a kayak. Okay, with a motor. All right. Well, so with a motor, that'll get you further than a kayak would. But it comes with all its let's say, opportunities. I've never owned a John boat, but I have utilized one. Like in California, you could only rent John boats on their small lakes, and you had to use those. So that was not that great. I mean, I'm assuming you're gonna have a trolling motor and all that other stuff. That's what I assume. So if you have that on the John boat, then that would help out, because the John boats that I was on, it either had a main motor or it had a trolling motor as their main motor, because the lakes weren't that huge. But then after that, we had to, if you wanted to kind of chill in that area, you had to drop an anchor and stuff like that. So it just depends. With a kayak, it also depends on what kind of kayak you get, because some kayaks, you can't just, like right now I'm spot locked. So I can stand here and cast to this area and be kind of like certain where my bait is, because I know I'm not moving, or at least not that much. So it's like basically being on a floating dock. So you're able to feel the bait, know exactly where you're at. On a kayak, depending on what you got. Now, if you got a trolling motor on a kayak, then you can spot lock and whatnot. But if you don't, then you're gonna have to control that. So if you don't have a foot pedal drive, it's going to cause you to have to put your rod down, and then like on a day like this where it's kind of windy, or at least breezy, you would have to paddle a little bit and then grab your rod, do whatever. And I know that kayakers do it. It's just, to me, when I do it, maybe because I'm so used to doing or fishing off a boat, when I do it, it's and I have the pedal drive. It's a little frustrating because I'm used to just being on the boat and standing here and being able to feel every single little rock and whatever. But if I was on the kayak, I would have to paddle forward, let the wind blow me back, and then I'll pedal a little bit or whatever. So it becomes a little bit difficult. I mean, I guess you could throw an anchor. Ah, so you are fishing over there in Cali. Yeah, in Cali, that's when I used to fish in those San Diego lakes. That's all they had were John boats. But their lakes weren't huge. Now, I know some of them are bigger, like Clear Lake and all that other stuff, but I would fish the ones that you can't put anything on, so you have to use their boats, which I think is a racket, but I think it's like $40 a day or something stupid like that. Ah, Colin does have a point. He has a good point right there, bro. One thing that I was not thinking about. If you get the John boat, you can take other people with you. So, Colin brings up a good point. Usually I don't have a lot of people fishing with me because, I don't know, maybe I smell. I have no idea why people don't fish with me. Why doesn't anybody fish with me? Why? What time is it? It's 11:20. I don't know why people don't fish with me, bro. Maybe they like fishing in peace and quiet. I have no idea. But okay, Castaic, all right. Ah, yeah, bro, that one, because then you also have to remember that for you to get somewhere, it's gonna take some work. You know, like when I have the pedal drive kayak to cruise, it takes some energy. Like, in order for me to get from the ramp, which is just right there, to here, bro, that would take a lot of energy. I could still do it, but I would prefer not to. So based off of Colin's addition to the discussion, yes, I would say a John boat is, if you want to go fishing with people. If you don't and you hate people, well, then just take a kayak, dog. Because kayaks are going to get expensive anyhow, depending on which one you get. But just know, bro, that at 100K, I'm gonna give my kayak away in a random drawing, bro. I have a Hobie kayak with a 360 drive, Pro Angler 14, I believe, 360 drive. And I will be giving that away. Actually, maybe I should throw that Mac Dizzy a couple times. I will be giving that away to a subscriber, bro. So, I mean, if you could wait that long, then just chill out and wait to see if you win that kayak. But if you can't wait that long, Okay, well, Vienna, apparently Vienna hates people. Hates people and needs some peace, peaceful isolation. Ah, excellent. Well, sometimes, I mean, we don't sugarcoat everything, bro. Sometimes people suck. Yo, bro, then you're feeling the broadcast vibe, dog. That's what I'm talking about. Homies just going out there, throwing lines, seeing what's up, fishing around, finding out. You know what I'm saying? We don't take it too seriously. We're just out here and we're like, oh, we caught a fish. Oh, it was a BBL. How nice. Yay. But we have conversation. We just, you know, we discuss life as we're out here fishing around, finding out. That's how we do. Oh, dang, Sam's already seen the future. Now, Sam did say that Oklahoma was going to lose, so we might listen to his fortune-telling abilities. Now, again, I do believe that Vegas made the call and said, hey, Vato, I need you to drop that football when you're gonna kick it. Allegedly, of course, allegedly. I don't want Vegas coming at me. So yeah, bro, that's how we get down here. We're just casting, having a good time. If we catch them, we catch them. If not, pues, we got another day. I'm casting the jig a little bit more left of me. I've been following this one line, hoping that we could replicate. What had happened, but so far no luck, but I'm gonna slow down a little bit. I can feel hard bottom down there. So I would also suggest, if you were going to get a John boat, that you get it knowing that you can't always rely on somebody to go fishing with you. So just know that some of the hassle will be you alone with that hassle. So I wouldn't get it if I was depending on somebody, because not everybody is as dependable as yourself. Yo, Cube, what's happening? Well, I'm not much of a beat the bank kind of fisherman, bro, but I feel you on that, dog. I also don't drink, but I feel you on that. Hella bass, you think you fished this spot? Well, if you have, hopefully you've caught some fish off of it. This is an area that if there are going to be fish here, I have not really caught very many small fish off of here. The majority of the fish that we've caught off of here are decent sized fish. In fact, you just made me have a flashback, bro. Somewhere around here, I missed a big fish. I hooked into it, but then it came out of the water, pushed water left, right, flung my jig, and I was like, you got to be kidding me, dog. The heck, bro? It was. I remember it like it was yesterday. April of 2019. That is the day, or the time in which I fished that spot that I believe you are at. That's good memory, dog, if you are correct. We currently have some number of minutes left, probably maybe about 20. And then we are going to go watch some football. Yes, we are going to watch the Cowboys because even though they are out of the playoffs, we have to watch them. It's a rule of being a Cowboys fan. You have to still watch them, even when they suck. Well, you know what, Hellabass? I did not enjoy that. I was not a fan, bro. I was not a fan because that sealed our playoff hopes. Well, the end of our playoff hopes. That sealed it right there. Oh, the sun is out, dudes. Well, I assure you, Snizook, I will be watching multiple football games, bro. It won't be just the Cowboys getting their butts kicked. I will be watching multiple football games and watching the outcomes of as many football games as I can. Let me put a toothpick in here, bros, because I've been crying about this for the longest time, but not doing anything about it. And there we go. We're throwing a Mag Dizzy now, guys. This Mag Dizzy, we are going to let it sink to the bottom and slowly roll them back to us. Oh, it sounds like everybody's going fishing there. Cube. I think you said something about ice fishing. Hopefully you guys stay warm, but not so warm that it's going to melt the ice, but just warm enough to make it comfortable. And hopefully you guys catch, of course, as many fish as possible, bro. And be sure to enjoy that time with your dad, bro. That's some good quality time where you guys will hang out together, and if you catch a fish, that's cool. If not, well, you still got to hang with your dad. Oh, and mom. Yes, also your mom. I just reread that, and your mom will also be there, so, you know, everybody will be hanging out. That's some good quality time. Hey, Moon, I got a question for you, bro. So when you're ice fishing, I mean, I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this, but I just got to make sure that this is the answer. When you're ice fishing, and let's say you have to have a mic off moment, and of course, nobody really knows what happens during mic off moments, but let's say you have to have a mic off moment. Do you just, I assume you mic off all over the ice. Is this correct? Four o'clock, Steelers and the Lions. Okay, so I'm going to go out on the limb and say that, I mean, Nunya, I think this might be going against what you would like to hear, but I'm going to go out on the limb and say that the Lions will be winning this game there, buddy. Woods or behind the hut? So your hut is on the ice, correct? Your dad said yes to what exactly, dog? Dang, Snizook, are you the freaking Rain Man of sports stats? The Lions are all 13-0, 13-0 after a loss. Yep, after a loss, 13-0. Lions. The Lions are gonna win. You must be the Rain Man of sports stats, bro. So here's the thing though, Moon. Doesn't that cause a lot of shoe, let's call it splash? Don't you get a lot of shoe splash, bro? If you guys are out there on the ice micing off. It seems like, I mean, I'm just thinking about the mechanics of it, bro. You gotta have a lot of, I mean, if you ever told me to hand you your shoes, I'd be like, bro, I ain't touching your shoes. You go ice fishing, and it's probably got all kinds of splashback. Hold on. Let's see here. Okay, there's usually snow on the ice, okay. Okay, so there is a lot of splashback if there's no snow. Okay, this is all starting to make sense. All right, they are not wanting this Mag Dizzy. They are not wanting the Mag Dizzy super slow. Ah, but the sun feels good. And now that the sun is out, bros, I'm not taking off my sweater. But why, shallow bros? We rocking. We rocking. If I could ever get this up. Where is it? We rocking. You probably can't see it anyhow, but we rocking the Guntersville. That's what's up, dog. You can't see it right, but I can't. I'm not taking the sweater off. You guys are crazy. I'm not taking it off, bro. Ah, a pineapple slushy. No thank you there. No thank you there, Cube. I have given up all sweets, all processed sugar, so probably did it just in time because I would avoid those pineapple slushies. Those ice fishing pineapple slushies, no thank you. Throw the mag draft. Well, I don't have a mag draft, but I will throw I don't know, it's Gancraft? I don't remember what it was called. I'll throw the Gancraft out here, bro, and we'll see. If there was a fish that size, then one would say there could be another fish. What time is it? Okay, we'll throw that for 10 minutes right here, bro. We'll work it. But let me get this bait back. Now, I'll tell you, I don't feel the hard bottom as much, but I've got a small weight. Now, maybe one day I'll change this weight from this size and put a heavier weight. I've been saying that for a very long time, but I still haven't done it. Okay, I felt a little something there. Moon, I don't think this glide is going to have a problem because it's a slow sink. So it will get down there to whatever depth, potentially a depth that I cannot return it from. Hopefully that's not the case. But potentially a depth that it decides it wants to live at. Now, in case you guys are interested in purchasing a glide bait like that, I bought it from Tackle Warehouse, but it was on sale. It was not the original crazy price, though the price that I paid was still not uncrazy or not crazy, but it was less crazy. So less crazy price was somewhat doable. Okay, let's throw this glide down here and see what's the deal. I did see a video about somebody just showing the difference between the different glide baits and how they were moving. And yeah, this is type 15 SS, so slow sink. But I did see a video where this guy used this one, and he was showing how it was how this and other ones were swimming, and this bait, he ended up catching a fish off of it or like hooking into a fish. The fish came off, but he hooked into it. Let's see. So he has no problem with going in one direction, but in the opposite direction. That looks good. All right. We'll count them down. I'm throwing it on 20 pound. 20 pound FC Sniper. Now I'm hoping that this fish or this bait eventually catches something. Maybe the winter is not that great for it, but this is a 8-3-1 reel. Okay. Looks like with the reeling action, it has a lot better action than it does. I'll count them down a little bit, let them get down low. Well, eelgrass. Apparently eelgrass finds these baits as well. Oh, somebody. Yo, CX, what up, dog? Buy a sweater. I'll read your comment in a second, CX. I gotta make sure that this bait doesn't get caught up. Bro, I wish I was all bundled up. Being in a sweater was a mistake. A hooded sweater, it was a mistake. Nuke man, you bought a kayak. That's what's up, dog. But wait till next year, bro. Go use it right now, unless you're somewhere that is cold. Then do not, unless you do it responsibly and safely. Check my email. Oh, that is smart, bro. Wait till it gets warmer. Because I'm out here on a boat and I don't even like being out here right now. It's a little fresh. All right, guys. So, since we're able to do that a little bit better, that, my ears. What do we got here, bro? We got a meal sent in to us. I don't know what meal this is, but we have been sent a meal, even though I haven't eaten anything, bro. I didn't eat breakfast, but people are out here sending meals. What do we got here, bros? Sam, what do we got here, bro? What was that? All right, guys, so we are liking this Gancraft situation here. It hasn't got bit, but it looks like a decent glide bait. So we're just assuming that one day it's going to get bit. But thank you very much, CX, for dropping a dime on us, dog. I was trying to make sure that my glide bait didn't get stuck, bro, because if that got stuck, then you would have dropped a dime, but I would have lost multiple dimes, and I'll be like, dang, bro, that was a costly dime. So my apologies for not hollering at you sooner, bro. Fits in a trunk? A trunk? Bro, I saw a kayak like that. I saw a kayak like that on like Dude Perfect, where it was a small kayak that you just, I don't know, you end up just expanding it. Oh, CX. Oh, CX got 5 on it. Fishing with Silver and me. CX got 5 on it. Fishing with his whole family. That's what's up, bro. CX got 5 on it. Yo, hella bass. Merry Christmas, dog. In case we don't see you, hopefully you and yours have the best Christmas you've had. Bro, Dude Perfect. They're cool or not cools. I think that's where I saw it. CX got 5 on it. Fishing with his family. CX got 5 on it. Grab your fishing poles, homies. There we go, CX. We gave you a better remix. Hopefully. That was good enough for you, bro. Woo! It remind me not to do this again, not to have my base layers not on in December. This is dumb. Woo! It's fresh. I'm not even hitting the gas pedal right now, guys, because it's cold. Oh, I think CX has he's got his keyboard stuck. Because CX got 5 on it. Fishing with his family. CX got 5 on it. Grab your fishing pole, homies. He has got his keyboard stuck. We do appreciate it, CX. Currently. Currently it's a little cold, bro. Woo. Oh. Now some of you guys are gonna say that I'm a wuss. But when it comes to the cold, guys, I will assure you, oh yeah, I am a wuss. I'm a desert creature, guys. I was built for the heat. CX got 5 on it. Grab your fishing pole, homie. CX got 5 on it. Fishing. Whoops, I said it backwards, bro. I'm cold. CX got 5 on it. In with Silver and me. CX got 5 on it. Grab your fishing pole, homie. Steve, do I have a Venmo? I don't think I do. Maybe I do. I think I do. I got a Cash App. Wait a second. Is CX already lubricated? Because I remember one time CX was lubricated and he was all like, yo, what's up, dog? I'm gonna drop a dime. I'm gonna put 5 on that. And we're like, yo, CX, Someone takes CX's phone away. It's like taking away his keys. Do the responsible thing. I have a Cash App, Steve. That is for sure. I have it. My brother, I think I have Venmo, I don't know. My brother recently said, hey bro, can you Cash App me some funds? And I was like, what the heck, bro? Don't you just use regular money? Can't you come to my house? But apparently he's in the future. You know, because I try and stay old school a little bit, you know. But no. I'm pretty sure I have one, Steve. I haven't used it. That is that is something I don't frequently use. Hey, don't be there flexing, Moon. Hey, I use Apple Pay, everybody. I have an iPhone. I have an Apple iPhone that I recently purchased that is barely catching up to anything that Samsung has already done. But yeah, I have an iPhone. I've been getting all crazy over here, Moon. But while I go get the truck, homies. This is the way to start off, guys. We caught one. It was a Little John, better than none. We zeroed last time. We ended the streak, shed a tear. If Bromance was here, I'd tell him that I was going to get a tattoo tear because the streak ended. But he's not here, so, I mean, poor guy. Colin, have you even broken the news to him that the streak ended? Dang. We should all be there for him when he gets the news. But, I mean, that's the way we start here, guys. One Little John just messing around. We did lose a jig, but what's new? We lose jigs all the time. But here we go, homies. I shall hook you up with some of the jams while I go get the truck. Whoops. Whoops.
Single cast got that killer whip. Guntersville waves like a beat that slap. Fish don't know they caught in my traps. Cameras rolling, YouTube live. Click that stream, watch me thrive. I fish live. It's a vibe. I'm the Latin boss. I'm the Latin boss. Every single day, silver keeps flashing. Eyes vision live, you can't deny. Reeling in dreams under Guntersville sky. They say the lake's a mirror, I see a king. Ripples in the water, hear my anthem sing. Silver's my stage, fish my crowd. Catching big bites, make my mama proud. Every hook's a promise, every reel's a prayer. I'm the Latin by assassin, legend out there. Haters in the comments, man, they just watch while I'm out here reeling in bites non-stop. Because I'm all about slow baits, no troubles. Drag it nice and easy, keep it subtle, no rebels. Out here on Guntersville, where the big ones settle, reeling in the giants on my fishing level. You think it's luck, not skill in my veins, rod in my hand like a queen with her reins. The splash, the pull, it's a sweet refrain. 'Cause I'm all about slow baits, no trouble. All about that patience, no rush, no devils. All about big bags lurking in the shadows. Yeah, I'm all about slow baits, no trouble. Casting in the sunrise feels like a dream. Water's glass is smooth like a mirror gleam. The line goes tight, it's a fighting theme. Every cast a gamble, but I'm on the winning team. Let it sing, let it dance, feel the current sway, slow and steady. Winds that they can't look away, hooks and hearts race, pulling bees from the bay. 'Cause I'm all about slow baits, no trouble. All about that patience, no rush, no devils. All about big bags lurking in the shadows. Yeah, I'm all about slow baits,
No trouble. All right, dudes. That concludes another broadcast. Guntersville. That concludes another broadcast here, homies. I do appreciate you guys showing up and showing out. CX, thank you very much for all those super chats, my dudes.
On the lake, we chillin', drillin', LA and GM.
What the heck? While I was gone, you made me spit my seeds out here, bro. CX, you almost made me choke on these sunflower seeds right here, because when I came back, there was another super chat. CX, I appreciate that, dog. I was just gonna thank you for the ones that you had already given, but now I gotta send more thanks out there to CX for dropping that other super chat. I do appreciate it, CX, and hopefully you and your family catch a lot of fish out there on the ice, my dude. Have a good time. Cube, remember, enjoy this time with your dad and your mom and your family, homie. That's what's up. So, my dudes, fish around and find out. Also, thanks again, CX. You're the man, dog. Hey, there goes Tater! JRV, we only caught one. It was a Little John, because that fish was okay. It was 3 pounds, 3 ounces. And remember, guys, God willing, weather permitting, we will be out here on the water tomorrow. Holla at your boy. Peace out.